Hi, Baptist Church, Jonathan here. Just thought I'd give you a short update on where things are at now. We're well into 3 months of COVID lockdown. So first of all, just a couple of things I want to just thank you for. Thank you for all the love and support you've been showing one another. Thank you for the shopping you've been doing for one another, the phone calls that you've made, the way you have reached out. That has just been so good to see. I'm so excited to see our church functioning in that way. Secondly, I want to just thank you for the way you've connected and engaged with the technology. I mean, how many of us just 9 weeks ago knew what Zoom was? Let alone a YouTube premiere or live streaming or all of these sort of things, and yet all of you have managed to work through the pain. You've resisted throwing your iPad out the window when it didn't work, and we're up and running on Zoom and YouTube, and that's been so good to see. But thirdly, I'm just thrilled at how well our Sunday morning services have held up through lockdown. 11:15, you guys have been gathering, and what we can tell, without doing some kind of formal survey, what we can tell is that on average 70 people are watching the premiere at 10:45. Sometimes it's lower, about 60. It can be as high as 90 people at any one time are watching that YouTube premiere. And you know what is so good about that is they're the kind of numbers we would expect to get in the building on a Sunday. So we are holding up. Thank you for keeping the habit going of worshipping together, albeit online at these times. And then of course it's quite remarkable that during the course of a Sunday and into the following days, another 50, 100, maybe more people are watching our service, at least some of our service. And we wouldn't get that kind of reach normally, would we? So God is using the technology and your efforts in a remarkable way. Now, a lot of you have been asking about our mission and about our vision. So our mission as a church, you'll remember from what we taught earlier on in the year, is to make many disciples, to gather those disciples together and to strengthen them and send them out on the Great Commission. And our vision as a church is something that we've called 1 by 21. So 1 by 21 is asking God by the end of the year 2021 to have saved in his good pleasure 1% of the population of Dis and Roydon. Now, of course, we're not holding God to account over metrics, and we don't expect God to kind of submit to 1% and 2021 timescales. God will do what he wants to do in his sovereign purposes. But we've just been asking God, save 1% of our town and the surrounding villages. And you've been asking, well, how does that work when we can't actually get into our town, when we can't meet together? Well, I've got a couple of things that I think might be helpful to keep us engaged and to keep us focused on the fact that God isn't bound by a building. God isn't bound by bricks and mortar. In fact, as we've gone online, we've seen our mission increase. We've seen incredible things happening, not just because of views on the YouTube site, but because of connections that we've been making in wonderful ways. Here's some things that you can do. First thing to do is pray. Our attendance at our prayer meetings has trebled since we've gone onto Zoom. Zoom's hard work, it's tiring. We're working on ways to make a Zoom prayer meeting a little bit more accessible. But if you haven't yet got along and prayed with us 7:30 on Thursday on Zoom, make time to do so. That's the single most important thing that we can do. But there's a couple of other things much easier that you can do to keep our mission going. The first thing to do is, when the link for the YouTube premiere comes out on a Saturday night, share that link on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, share the link to your page. If you've got 70 friends, or if you've got 600 friends, by sharing that link, that's going out to a much wider audience, many of whom will be the 1% that we're trying to reach in Dis. Share the link. Secondly, subscribe to the YouTube page, Dis Baptist Church. Subscribe to our page if you haven't already done so. Thirdly, if you liked the video, hit on the little thumbs up sign on YouTube and like the video. All of this helps YouTube, Facebook raise the profile of the mission of God. And comment as well. Comment live, but comment in the comment section during the week as well. I promise you we will engage with your comments. It's really important. Maybe you're new. Comment on there. Maybe you've never been to church before. It made no sense. Let us know and we will answer your comments. And then what else do I need to tell you about? So pray, share, subscribe, like the videos, then pray some more. And may God just do a great work in our town. Finally, I know the question that everybody is asking is, when can we come back to church? When will the building be open? Well, one of the things I've been talking to our leaders about is that our priority is not opening a building. Our priority is the mission of God. Our priority is to make, strengthen and gather disciples together. So that's our focus, and that's happening now better than it ever has before, proving that the building is not the be all and the end all. Be all and end all. So we are working on plans to get the building open, of course, because we're going to need a physical location. But that's not going to happen for some time just yet. We're making plans based upon the UK government's COVID-19 recovery strategy. That's what the Prime Minister spoke about on May the 11th. And we're trying to work out how we're going to get the church opened up. More details on that will be coming out. But for now, thank you for what you're doing. Get engaged. If you want to know more, send me an email, pastor@disbc.org.uk, and we can get in touch with you. Hey, thank you just for taking the time to watch that short YouTube update. I just want to talk to those of you who perhaps are not a part of the Dis Baptist Church family, yet you've been watching our videos, you've been following our Facebook page. We would love to get in touch with you. I know that sounds really kind of scary, because it's like, well, what does that mean? Are we going to get people knocking on our door trying to talk about the Bible? Listen, no, what we want you to do is get online. The details will appear on the screen. This is the contact form on our Facebook page. If you wouldn't mind filling that in with a few details, that only comes to me. No one else sees that. That's all confidentially. We would love to send you a free gift as a thank you for watching and taking the time to fill in that form. All we're asking you to do is let us know who you are. If you're liking our videos, if you're liking what we're doing, you can do that, of course, by commenting on the YouTube page, liking the page, subscribing to the page, and also comment away on our Facebook page as well. It's great to have you with us. We'd love to connect with you some more. Thanks so much.